I have been documenting and archiving my clothes, but I also realized that I have a lot of bags. A lot of bags. I personally don't carry bags. I carry small little pouches and little micro bags because they're so cute. But yes, I realized I have a lot of bags. My mom has a lot of bags, and I'm getting a lot of these bags, so better start documenting them. They're also a lot more fun to document because they just have a lot more story than my clothes. So today we're going to document the Louis Vuitton Monceau Van 28. This is, oof. Okay, let me tell you the facts and I go into the story, okay? So this bag is the Louis Vuitton Monceau 28. It is produced in July 1992. And you could tell because for all Louis Vuitton stuff, they do have a heat stamp and there's a way to read them. So I even have that on my shoes. So you know exactly when they are being made. And I love that. Helps me to make recording a lot easier, you know. It's bought in the boutique in Singapore. It's bought by my grand aunt. She buys a Louis Vuitton every single year when she was still alive. And yes, this is one of her things. And you know, we just have a lot of Louis Vuitton at home. So it was passed from her to my mom. And my mom hasn't been using it, so I took it over about 2 years ago, and I love this. This is one of my favorite bags. It's a very, very handy bag because it could fit. So all my other bags are so tiny that it can't fit a lot of things. So this could fit a book. And I like to throw a book in, maybe my hand cream, my card holder, and be out the door. Very easy, very simple. It also, so what does it come with? It's leather canvas. And I will go into story later. It comes with the strap. So the strap is also adjustable with a lot of different holes here. I like the shoulders because it's just right for my body length. Put it to the side or crossbody. I like this because it's so casual that sometimes I go grocery shopping, I throw it in a recyclable bag, then I do a crossbody and be holding my groceries in the shopping bag. So it's just so easy, you know. It also it has a detachable strap. It has a front hardware. It's called the Malletage clasp. And of course, as you can see, there's a keyhole. There are 2 keys as well. I have never ever locked it, ever, because it just seems a little pointless to lock a little bag. It's not like a luggage. So I've never locked it, but yes, it's possible. It also comes with, so there's one big component, and then there is another pouch with zip, a pocket. I don't ever put anything there because, you know, I don't have a lot of things. So one big pouch is just perfect. And it also has a separate compartment over here, which is a lot thinner. This is where I always put my wallet pouch because it's very, very small, and it's so thin and flat. You can just put it in here. So when I need my wallet very quickly, I can just open and just go into this thin pouch. The interior, like I would say, so because this is 1992, right, and I'm recording this in 2026, which means this is 4 years old. It has just some beautiful patina in place. So this is the leather, and it has a very nice sheen and age to it. I love it. So some notes of this bag. So the Monceau 28 is regarded as the direct predecessor to the Pochette Métis, which is very similar. It has the envelope flap, it has the structured silhouette, it has the dual carrying function. So sometimes I just carry it like that when I go for meetings, and then sometimes I put a strap on to make it easy to be hands-free. And the Pochette Métis is what they have right now. I'm not a big fan of that. I really like this older version. It's a lot more briefcase-like, and I think it's a lot more dual sex, you know, unisex. It's easy to just carry this as a man or as a woman. This is designed for an everyday professional or everyday carry, which I completely agree because I could put my iPad in there, and you know, I could put my phones in there. It's just easy. It's easy. I could put a book in there as well. It's easy to go out. It looks professional. It looks put together. I know there's all these Monogram. I'm not a fan of some carrying a bag that you could see that it's a specific brand, but this is not it's not loud and screaming in your face. It's still quite understated, and it's a classic. It's a classic that doesn't scream in your face. Yes, there's Louis Vuitton everywhere, But because of the patina, look at the sheen of it as it hits the light. It has character. It's vintage, and I just love it. It's just elegant. And this Mallet clasp, this one, it's a reference to the LV 1850s trunk heritage. So you know that the first bag that LV created was a trunk, a suitcase, without the rolly wheels. And they featured this buckle. They always have this buckle. So it continued, it followed the buckle heritage. This 1992 production also is situated firmly in the LV Classics era. And this is pre-LVMH full restructuring, so still a bit quite family owned. And yes, this is considered a huge collectible amongst the LV enthusiasts. That's why I said it's easier to document bags, because the bags just have a lot more heritage because they're just much older. Whereas my clothes are just cool, they're pretty, but they might not have the huge heritage. And okay, this monogram canvas, which I do want to talk about. So firstly, this monogram canvas is introduced in 1896 by Georges Vuitton, which is someone in the family. And then this bag carries over centuries of design lineage, because the heritage, this bag is a vintage classic, number one. Number two, the clasp is just such a classic to their original trunk collection. And then the monogram is by Georges Vuitton in the 1800s, 1896 actually. And it's just a classic to today. Now, some story about this. This is from 1992, right? And there's such a huge heritage about old Louis Vuitton, pre-LVMH restructuring, because the leather is just different. And the leather is just much higher quality, number one. This is 1992, right? It's 34 years old, and it still looks very pristine. I mean, sure, there's a lot of care taken into it, but it looks very pristine, it doesn't look brand new, but it looks new. It looks lightly used for a 33-year-old bag. Number two, I love the pattern of it. So, number one, it's very symmetrical. It's one piece all the way from the back to the flap in the front is one piece of leather, of canvas. And you could see that it's completely symmetrical, and the patterns pretty much fit. This is why I don't like patterns, because patterns do take a lot more craftsmanship to design it well. It has to be completely symmetrical, and it needs to fit the pattern as they overlap. And that is what I've noticed about modern day Louis Vuitton. It's horrible. Number one, the canvas, it feels like plastic, the modern one. Because I was in the boutique the other day and I was just taking a look at the new bags. It's horrible. It's plastic. It just feels disgusting to even want to touch them or even own them. Number two, the craftsmanship is just a lot less. You know, they don't, if it's canvas, they don't keep the pattern properly. It's not nicely folded. And my point is, you know, at this point, it looks so cheaply made, you might as well buy buy the fake ones. I'm not a fan of fake things at all, but if you're paying that amount of price and you're not getting such low quality, I don't think that bag can withstand 33 years still looking like that. So, I really don't like the new Louis Vuitton. The third thing is, if you take a look closely at the stitching, I mean, this has been around for 33 years, and the stitching is still fantastic. Take a look, even the inside, the patterns all line up. That to me is good craftsmanship, and I love it. Okay, so some issues with this. I mean, okay, this has been around for a long time, so of course this is going to be pristine. There's one scratch over here, and the leather needs some conditioning over here, but other than that, it's fantastic. It's easy to use. It comes with the original dust bag as well, and it comes with the strap. I do need to do a bit of conditioning and some love and care to just taking care of my bag, right? But I'm so happy about it. Such a beautiful bag. Even the sides, I can't get over how well it's crafted, the amount of thought that goes into it. And it is very difficult to do this, to allow patterns, to make patterns line up properly. because it means cutting off a lot of excess fabric. When you're in a production line and you're going to mass manufacture these bags, you just want to, with one piece of leather, you want to cut out as many pieces together so you can fit to create as many bags as possible. But if you go into attention to detail, it means you're using a lot more margin of error, a lot more wasted products, wasted leather, to make sure the pieces line up. It takes more care, more intention to cut them properly. And I can understand that increases the cost. But I mean, that is why you purchase these things, because it's well crafted, it's thought properly, it has gone through this detail of craftsmanship, gone through a lot of care. And yes, I like vintage Louis Vuitton. I do not like modern Louis Vuitton. I think there'll be a lot more Louis Vuitton to be archived here. Alright, bye!